What's up, guys? This is the second video in my experience series that I'm creating right now, and this is all about the Wim Hof method. So I had known about Wim Hof, the Iceman, for a number of years now. First was just in passing from a coworker who told me about him, and I was kind of floored just to hear about the guy. I don't know what it was, but recently it sparked my interest again, and I was just watching videos about him, watching a bunch of interviews. It was really interesting. Um, he's just an amazing guy. He holds over 20 some world records, mostly involving feats involving freezing cold and keeping his body temperature and staying alive. And so I thought it was worth a look. Definitely look into it more if you don't know anything about it. But yeah, for everybody else who's here, this is my experience. The Wim Hof method, it's been great. I really liked it. I first started out just buying the app and kind of working along, using the app here and there, but mainly focusing on cold showers, stretching, deep breathing, stuff like that. I found it helped out a whole lot with a lot of stuff. I live at higher altitudes, so oxygenating my blood is definitely something that would be beneficial for so many different reasons. And I noticed it definitely helped with energy levels, relaxation for me as well, and cold showers. So at first it was quite a challenge, but then I began to love it, and I'd been doing now at the time of this filming, I've been doing it for probably 4 months. Yep. Um, and I enjoyed it a lot. I live in Colorado. It's wintertime. It's maybe close to spring now. But anyways, so I noticed that the colder it was outside and the colder I made my shower, the warmer I was. Now, I know a lot of people kind of have this argument that maybe in the wintertime, I'm not going to do a cold shower. In the summertime, I'll do a cold shower. But from my personal experience, that's backwards. If you want to actually be warmer in the wintertime, the colder your shower is, the more it'll make your blood flow. That inner fire that Wim Hof talks about will help. I just don't know how to express it more, but it's pretty interesting that here my tap water will come out of the tap around 57 degrees or so, 52 degrees. Before I started the Wim Hof method, I was doing just a little bit of dunking my face into a little ice bucket just for better sleep at night, and that helped out a whole bunch. I learned that from the bulletproof guy. I forget what his name is. That was probably what started me into the Wim Hof thing again. Was just like, what else can I do with this cold exposure stuff? And so it did. It definitely helped me sleep deeper. As soon as I started doing those cold showers and cold baths, as cold as I could get them, and adding ice into the baths sometimes here and there when I had ice to throw in, it did. It turned on my internal fire like I had never known before. And I'd be sleeping in my bed, and I also have earthing products on my bed, which has helped me sleep better, and it helps with blood flow also. I would definitely look into those. I could put more links in the description about earthing. You could watch a YouTube video called The Grounded, about a documentary about earthing, how it helped a small Alaska town. But yeah, so after those cold showers, the first couple of nights, when I took them as cold as I could stand, for as long as I could stand, I would wake up like extremely hot because my blood would just be flowing like crazy, and I had to toss off the covers. And mind you, this was in the middle of Colorado winter, and in where we've been living, we actually really haven't used the heat at nighttime in the wintertime because we have a lot of south-facing windows that can really heat up our place. So, it did get really cold in my house, that's for sure. But it was like a gradual thing that it just usually helped us sleep better. But it was crazy because I would wake up with just so much blood flowing, and I would be so hot. It was really intense. So other than that, one of the things I really, really liked about the Wim Hof method, this is just, kind of vain or whatever, but my beard, doing the cold exposure, I liked it a lot because it made my beard like thicker and stronger, and I don't know. It just looked better from doing cold exposure. It looked way better than I ever did when I had hot showers and stuff like that. Um, Besides that, I also started seeing a lot of blonde highlights naturally come out. So when people blonde like do little dye jobs on their hair, they call them frosty tips. Well, my beard actually became literal little blonde frosty tips and stuff. And that was cool. I like that. Sure, maybe it's not the biggest, most impressive thing, but it was cool. I liked it. Let's see. Other than that, the cold exposure, of course, going outside, it didn't bother me. Almost any weather. Um, Other than that, yeah, I would totally be into looking up, going to Wim wherever he goes to meetings, and if he does any other local trainings, if he ever comes to Colorado. I mean, I think he was just up in British Columbia recently. Um, that would probably be the next best step, is to go in person and do ice baths and have the community, because Wim Hof's Instagram is just full of tons of great stories about camaraderie and brotherhood in the Iceman. And it's ice women too. It's not just men. I've seen a lot of videos online where women are doing this, and they talk about all the health benefits and how much better they feel, how they've coped and dealt with depression and overcome those things. One final thing I might say is that definitely at certain times it would lower my sex drive overall, which, sometimes from time to time, that's not a bad thing. So when, somebody ever told you go take a cold shower, it works. It's literal. It may be an old wives saying or something like that, but it's pretty true. In other news, I do have a video that talks about my top 3 Valentine's Day supplements, and that has a lot of information about how to increase libido for men and women. And definitely suggest you guys check that out. I can leave that link in the description. But overall, my experience with the Wim Hof Method has been great. I enjoy Wim so much. I would definitely suggest everybody switch over to cold showers. He talked about how it's cold showers and cold exposure is one thing that definitely strengthens your body, and it totally helps with thermogenesis and weight loss. It can just help with your immune system, mental clarity. I can remember being in the cold shower and putting the shower head right into my face, and that would like increase my vision. Like my vision would just be crystal clear focus for a while after doing that. So, but yeah, that's kind of all I want to share with you guys. Appreciate you listening. Like, share, subscribe, and check out the Wim Hof app. It's free now. And other than that, if you had any questions, email me, leave a comment below. And thanks for listening, guys.